Okay, so with the new FNAF trailer, well, it's not really new at this point, but it was when I wrote this, so let's just skip over that bit. I'm pretty disappointed with it, if I'm not gonna lie, but I'm pretty disappointed. I've already talked my opinions about the FNAF movie before the trailer was even released. I made a TikTok about it, and I talked about how I think this movie's probably gonna suck, and some of the comments didn't take it well, obviously, because people really want this movie to be good, and I don't blame them for that. So I'm gonna make I almost said a movie, but a video dissecting this trailer and properly explaining why I'm not a particularly big fan of this. Okay, so first we start off with like a cool like little advertisement of the Freddy's Diner, which I will say I really like this. Pretty accurate for how an actual ad would old TV effects and like how the camera shot, like the wideness of it, and just like the cutting back to like all the kids and the really over enthusiastic happy staff member. I don't know, I say enthusiastic and happy in the same sentence, but I think it looks really good, and you know, it feels like an ad that would be for the actual thing. It's back in like what, 70s, 80s? I think it's in the 70s. And so I think that's pretty good. Then it cuts out to the actual shot of a rundown Freddy's Diner. It looks like it was abandoned, and so when I first saw this, it looks like a FNAF 3 due to like how it kind of looked in the rundown condition. However, I don't think that's what it is, because he's like, oh, do you have a new security guard? Like, why do they need the security guard? It's like abandoned, like I first thought. So it's not that. I'm not completely sure what's happening with that. But anyways, more importantly, we got Josh Hutcherson. I love Josh Hutcherson, aka, and he plays as Mike Schmidt, aka Michael Afton. And so he's the new security guard, which it makes sense because this is what happens in the first game. So we are in the first game, so I understand why the diner's kind of like run down, but they'll probably explain that later on. And then we get a shot of the animatronics, and if I remember correctly, they are actual animatronics and not CGI, which you can kind of tell, which I think is really cool actually, because that probably took a lot of time to do to get them like to actually like look good. So he turns on the cameras, and we get like the little camera scene, which probably means we'll probably get a scene where he's hiding in the security office using the cameras, just for a callback to the original gameplay. And obviously the movie's not going to be like that for the most of the time, because that would get really repetitive and it won't drive the story forward, because it can't really tell a story in movie form. And so then we get my favorite shot of the whole trailer, which is this shot of Freddy standing behind Mike. I did actually laugh when I saw this, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a jump scare and suspense movie where you hear some noise and the camera pans to one side and there's nothing there, and we have the lead room in front of his face. But then behind him, we see something in the background. I almost said foreground, but I mean background. So it's a classic shot for jump scares and making suspense. I think it was just funny due to how the animatronic looked in that moment. I don't know. Then we get this like trap chair. I don't know why they did this. When I first saw it, not gonna lie, it reminds me of something that would be in the Spy Kids movie, and I don't know why. And there's nothing like this in the games, and there's like Bonnie coming at him with like saws and like his mouth, which is interesting, and I don't understand why they did that, because that's just not how the animatronics work in the first game, because they still use like the suit, and only animatronics, if I remember correctly, that were designed to kill people, and the sister location ones. So I don't know why they did this with like the whole chair trapping thing. It's kind of strange. And to get her all the way, yes, the red eyes don't look the best. The white box would have been better, the better choice. However, they did not do that. But I think there's a reason for the red eyes, which I may explain right now. Basically, look at the IMDb page. There's two characters that caught my eye. Elizabeth Lale, playing someone called Vanessa. Then Mary Marison as an unknown female villain. You'll know where I'm getting with this. If you're unaware, Vanessa's the night guard in the newest FNAF game security breach, which makes me think this unknown female villain is going to be Vanny, which, oh my god, it makes sense for when you realize the red eyes for the animatronics have been used in FNAF's VR, which is the start of Glitch Trap. It's theorized that Vanessa had Glitch Trap take over her brain, and the red eyes symbolize Glitch Trap controlling the animatronics. And so the red eyes could symbolize that, and I really, really hope that it doesn't, because that is just gonna make the movie so much worse if they try to go there. They should just focus on the beginning of the series, in my opinion. And going back to the trailer, we get the session of quick shots. So the Foxy shadow, the shot of Abby, and the shot of Freddy are probably all connected. The girl could be looking up at Foxy here, hence why you start to follow her later on. And the shop right could have been there, so it looks like she's looking up at him, or it could just be her looking up at Vanessa. Vanessa is there, so obviously it's her explaining something to Mike. Oh god, I really hope they don't make them love interest. I just got that thought now. Oh, no, we'll see that. We'll see. The 5 kids are obviously the dead 5 children, and you can tell who is who because they made it very, very obvious. Chica's ghost is all in yellow, Freddy has a top hat, Foxy has red hairs, and Bonnie's has paper bunny ears, and the final kid is probably going to be Golden Freddy, as he's the final one left, and he has golden hair. Very on the nose, if you ask me. They probably did this so you could tell who is who, but I think it would have been better if they didn't. As they are just kids, it doesn't matter what they look like, and we could tell if we gave them the animatronics, they possess a personality that match each other. Then the other shots are just some other shots added in. Like the ball pit scene instantly made me think of the time-traveling ball pit, and I really hope they won't include that. So there it is, my analysis of the trailer. Probably nothing too much new to say, but it's my final thoughts. Okay guys, so when I was editing my teaser, like editing my teaser thing, analysis for the FNAF trailer, the official trailer came out, which means more stuff to analyze and look at. And so instead of like doing what I was doing before, I'm just gonna watch it and add commentary in, because that's just gonna be easier and get the video out more. So let's start. Oh, I might get copyrighted. Don't copyright me,
don't. This is Mike. I was just calling to see if that job that you offered was still available.
Yes. The security guard.
I will take anything.
Okay. So, first question I already have is where is she? Where did who is she in relationship to Mike? Is she his sister, his daughter, niece? I don't understand. They're definitely related though. I just don't understand how. Anyways, sorry. Also Steve Raglan. Interesting.
Yes. The security guard.
I will take anything.
This place was huge in the 80s with the kids.
Okay.
They shut it down years ago. The owner's just not ready to let it go yet.
Okay, you're telling me. Okay, first of all, I was kind of right. It is abandoned. But how long is this? Is this in like the late 90s or like early 2000s is my guess. But oh my god. I feel like a point that you would let it go, especially considering the history with it. But I'm assuming that he wouldn't, because that's where he kills people, so.
I will work and you will sleep.
I understand.
What a great deal.
Give me your hand.
You know, that place looks pretty clean for being abandoned. Like, it looks pretty clean, honestly. I feel like there'd be, like, more, like, shit around. I also do like this, like, stained glass thing. That looks cool. Okay. Giant-ass vents. You know what that means. Vent scene. I love vent scenes. Also, plenties of the month.
All you have to do
Giant-ass.
keep your eyes on the monitor.
Okay.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's.
Okay.
You must be new security guard.
Can I help you, officer?
Have you met them yet?
What? Hold on.
Met who?
Them.
What kind of fucking police officer does that? Who comes in, knocks at the door after hearing there's a new security guard here. And it's like, have you met them yet? And he's like, who are you talking about? It's like them. Like, a way to be descriptive about who's here. I feel like that's something you should, like, clarify more. But I don't know, I'm just saying. Oh. Oh my.
In the 80s, kids went missing.
Yeah. Okay.
The police searched Freddy's top to bottom.
Hello?
Yep.
They never found them. That's why the place shut.
What happened? What's happening here? Hold on. What's with this scene?
The place shut down.
Oh, and he's dead.
There are ghost children possessing giant robots.
Why does Foxy look so upset? What did they do to Foxy, man? Well, the kid that possesses Foxy. I also like his little paper, like, makeshift, like, hook. Once again, I'm still really confused about, like, why they had to make it really obvious which animatronics they possessed by the kids. I think they probably could have done it better. Unless there's an explanation for it in the movie.
Thanks for the heads up.
Technically, they're animatronics.
Okay.
What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
Why? Why, though? That's not, like, the point. Like, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the whole point of the animatronics, like, kill the security guards? Like, oh yeah, they're like, they think you're just like an empty, like, endoskeleton and stuff. But in this one, they're very much like, targeting the kid. Which doesn't make a lot of sense.
Tell me how to stop them.
What was that? Wait, hold on. Is that a child's hand? How strong is that kid to pull up a grown woman up into it? Jesus.
It's too late.
Oh. Oh.
Bobby, go!
Spring trap. Okay. What? What was that?
Where to?
Oh, core attention.
Why do I always
Blue
get
eyes?
the weirdos?
Let's go. Okay. I have a lot of questions. Especially with this, like, little fast-paced thing. So, like, this also kind of looks weird. Maybe it's just the fact that animatronics just look weird in general in real life. I think that, because, like, whenever I see animatronics, I always think they look, like, really weird. Oh, that subtitles did not mean to click that. Random person dead in their home. I think this is the police officer lady. And she's almost dead. Then here's this part that I'm confused about. Why is he beating up some random dude in, like, a fountain? Jesus. And there is a vent scene. Okay, there's William. He's kind of like, Then, okay, what's happening here? Here. So I love the cameo, but what's happening with the guy? Like, look at this. What happened? Why is he, like, destroyed? And blue eyes. Then at the very end, they're holding hands. What? It only reminds me of the Pizzaplex story. Gregory and Flamrock Freddy are friends. I swear to God. Because there's already Vanessa in it, guys. I do not have high hopes for this movie. The first half, I will say, it looks pretty decent. But the second half is when it loses me. Like, when it gets to, like, right here, this is when it loses me, honestly. But, you know, it makes sense. Like, he's probably gonna get evicted. This is what this notice is, because what else is gonna be? It's bright red and it's on your front door. He needs a job. So he probably does it so he doesn't get evicted. He's like, oh shit, what did I get myself into? And this lady comes in. Interesting, but I don't think it's gonna be good. But I'm still gonna watch it. So, that's my take on it, guys. And if you guys enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.